Welcome to our first ever interview on Escape Odyssey. We're joined today by Orlando Rodano. Orlando, can you first of all introduce yourself and tell us who you are and what you do?
I'm the owner of the Castle of Monterado. The owner is a big word.
Yeah.
Anyway, my great grandfather bought the castle in the 1920, 100 years ago, and he was a businessman. He lived in Rome, and he bought this castle because the previous owner needed to sell it.
Ah.
And he came here just in the summertime for holiday, and he never spent money to maintain the building. So when my family got the castle, when my father got the castle, it was in very bad conditions, and so he started to renovate it, the roof, the windows, the frescoes. But as you can imagine, it's really expensive to do that, no?
Yes.
And so since 2005, I decided to share the castle with people, to open the castle. And I was working in a real estate agency, and then I told to my father, we have this building, why I have to work in another place? So at the beginning he wasn't so happy to open the castle because it's our private house, no?
Yeah.
And so, but then he understood that it's the only way to maintain a building like this. Yeah, otherwise, you must be very rich, or it's
Right.
not possible. And so, I like staying with people. I like talk with people, and so I'm happy to share this property with many guests from everywhere, and so it's what I do.
So how much time did it take to get it ready to start sharing?
How much time?
Yes.
It's a long time, no? Vuol dire quanto tempo ci è voluto prima di aprire la strada?
Prima di ricevere i primi ospiti.
Okay, sì. 2005. At the beginning was difficult. We opened with just 4 rooms and no booking.com, no big, not advertising, and so just word of mouth and some few guests, and it was like a B&B, just me alone. I remember I did the check-in, breakfast, check-out, only me.
Gosh, really?
Only me and a few guests because we had just 4 rooms.
Yeah.
Then it started to work well with many Americans, Italians, and so we decided to
Expand. Yes.
to spend money to do the rooms of the top floor, and then the swimming pool, and then the apartments in front of the castle. And so now we have 26 rooms in total, 19 in the castle and 7 in another building in front of the castle. We are making 6 new rooms near the pool with the sea view.
Right.
They will
We
be
were
ready.
wondering what that was.
They will be ready in the maybe 2023. We will see.
Yeah.
You know, we are in Italy, so never say.
Right.
Anyway. And so at the beginning it was difficult, but now it works a lot. We have many guests. We are full, and so we are happy of that.
Definitely.
Let's move on to your philosophy for this hotel, because I mean, as you can imagine, you know, we've stayed in hotels all over the world. We've never stayed anywhere quite like this. And when I say quite like this, I mean it's very relaxed. Nobody is telling you, oh, you must do this, you can't do that, please don't do that. It's very, everybody's left to do their own thing. Tell me, how did you develop this philosophy?
Grazie. Thank you for this question. It's beautiful si dice così, it's beautiful to hear that you say that for me, because this is not a normal hotel. It's a family hotel, okay? But family not only because me and my wife we work at least 16 hours per day during the summer season. Also our staff, they are very friendly. For me, it's very important. The guests that come here are not the numbers, are people. So we like talking with them, staying with them. Most of them are very nice people, some not, of course.
Right.
That's life.
Always.
But anyway, for me, since the beginning, for me it was very important to do this approach with my guests. And so it's like that my house, and I open my house to you.
Right.
And so the rules are not so strict like in another hotel, and it's not so. No, it's informal.
Okay, but what really surprises me is that people seem to respect this. You don't get people behaving badly. You don't get guys drinking too many beers next to the pool and behaving like idiots. How does that happen? Even the people with children, the children behave well. I mean, you don't need to tell them, do you?
Okay, no, sometimes
You do have that.
It's true, but sometimes it's not like this. No, especially with children. No, it's normal. When we have a family with small children, they like jumping in the pool. They cry or it's normal. But anyway, it's true. Most of them, they respect. They know where they are,
Right.
and so they respect. At the beginning, my father didn't want to open the hotel. He told me, Orlando, no, I don't want that you do that, because he was afraid that many people that you don't know come in a building
And make a mess in your house.
because we have original furniture, authentic furniture, frescoes, and so. But it was the only way to maintain this building, and people like this. And when they come, they respect the place where they are. And so probably 99%. 99%.
But you know, it's for me, it's very interesting that. Where do you pitch this hotel in terms of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars? Because it's a place like no other as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't feel like a hotel really.
It's not a 5-star hotel, okay? We have many. It's a beautiful hotel. It's a beautiful castle with not only old things but also modern things. The bathrooms are modern, and so but it's different from a standard hotel. It's like a luxury B&B with my family and my staff, but more than B&B, because B&B is just 3 or 4 rooms. Now we have 26 rooms, and it's not easy. It's not easy when you have many rooms. It's not easy to be friendly and to smile all the time and with the guests, because you know it's we are different. We have and sometimes you are tired, and sometimes you have a problem in your life, and so that's not easy. But we try to do our best, because our guests leave the castle and they are happy, and then
and hopefully they tell their friends.
And hopefully
they tell their friends.
Of course.
And then their friends come to book.
Sì.
Yeah.
Sì.
I think
it's
word of mouth is the best advertising.
It's the best advertising. It's not expensive.
That's right.
It doesn't cost anything, and it's the best one. We have a lot of guests that come because their friends stayed before, and that's really important.
Just go back to the work that you had to do. So you have this castle in the family. You decide to open it. I mean, it must have been a huge amount of work.
Sì.
Did you ever think it's too much, it's too big a dream, the dream is too much for me?
Sometimes you do. Sometimes I think like this. Even now that the business is going well and we are full and people are happy, but sometimes you say it's too much, because in a castle, when you live in a big house, you have every day there's something to do. Imagine in a castle, and so sometimes you have say, we never stop to work. when you're finished, you have to start again in another part, and so see. Sometimes but probably in every work you are like this. I don't know that your mood.
Yes, mood, yes.
Sometimes you are happy, sometimes not, and also in my job. I'm happy, I like staying with people, as I told you, but sometimes it's too difficult.
It's
because
normal.
It's very difficult.
It's overwhelming, I know, at times. My mom and dad own a store, and I was managing it. So I completely understand, because there's always constantly something you have to work on.
See, you never sleep, I'm the owner, so I never
Right?
I sleep with, okay, now I go, because during the season, I want that everything is perfect, no? So sometimes maybe air conditioning, you have a problem. Sometimes in one bathroom there's another problem. Sometimes, it's big, and so...
Yeah.
Anyway, my guests are happy, and so they give us the power to go on with enthusiasm,
Yes.
Exactly.
and that's important for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What to get the word out there to other people, do you use Facebook or Instagram?
See, I'm very bad in that, honestly. No, I live in a castle, so no, I'm very bad. But my colleague Lucia, she did for me.
Yeah.
She does for me.
Okay.
And see, Instagram, Facebook. But honestly, most of my guests, they come here. They find us not in the social,
Right.
but in booking.com at the moment. At the moment, maybe because social is more for young people, probably. I don't know. I'm very bad in that, so
I don't know. Come on, I'm 60 and I'm on
okay,
Facebook.
good.
I'm on Twitter. my wife is on
That's
TikTok, Instagram.
That's true.
But maybe you don't have headspace for this if you've got a big castle to worry
Yes,
about.
right, to
It's
keep up
better to let Lucia deal with it, maybe.
Of course. No, I don't do, because I work all the time, most of the time in the computer, and when I have half an hour for me, I never stay in the... No, for me it's too much.
Of course.
I prefer staying outside, walk in the garden or in the forest that we have, and... but I know that it's important, and Lucia, she's good in that, and so...
Yeah. Very good. Yes?
So how can people find you? How can people find you if they're looking to, they see our interview and they think, oh yeah, we'd like to go and try this place. What's the best way for them to find you?
Then we work with some small European tour operator, and then word of mouth.
Yeah.
And many guests, they come back. We have a lot of people that come back and
Not surprised.
They hear grazie, thank you so much.
And there's the church bell.
Yeah.
Final question. Do you have any plans for the future that you can share with us? Apart from the new building, what?
The new building, yeah. Then I would like to do in the cellars of the castle spa. How you say in English?
Yes,
Spa. Yes, that would be
Spa.
great.
See, there's the project with the architect. It's a beautiful project. The spa, it's important, not in the summertime, but especially in the low season.
Yeah.
That when we are closed in the winter time, we are closed. With the spa, you can keep open the hotel, and probably, especially in the weekend, you are full. Also with local people that like staying a couple of nights in a castle with a spa, restaurant. And
Great
so,
idea.
Great idea. Now I'm afraid to do this investment.
Yeah.
But first, because we have to pay back the money to the bank, because you are here in a castle, swimming, but we have to pay back.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
And so we have to be careful, especially in a period like this. With the COVID, we stopped because now the problem is the war. We don't know what's happened, and so especially the energy. Now it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, For in this winter, normally in December we are open. the last 2 December we were closed because of the COVID. This December, next December, we will be closed because of the cost of the energy. It's impossible to heat the castle.
The whole building.
Right.
I can imagine it would. Yeah.
Not possible. It's I'm very worried. Not only for me, but for many companies in the area that in October probably they will close because they can't go on because the cost of the energy is too high.
Right.
No. So I hope that they find a solution and with Putin and Biden. And
Me too.
Otherwise,
It's going to be difficult.
I see.
Yeah.
Orlando, thank you very much.
No,
for
grazie, thank
spending
you
some time with
for
us.
interview and sorry if I'm very bad in the social.
Not at
No, it's
No.
fine.
Sorry.
The thing is, if you're not good yourself, you give it to somebody who is
Sì, sì,
good,
of
and
course,
that's the important thing. We've had just to tell people listening to the podcast, we've had a wonderful 2 weeks here, and I think I can say, even without asking my lovely wife, I think I can honestly say we wouldn't hesitate to come again because we felt welcome, we felt relaxed, we haven't had any problems since we've been here. We love it.
Grazie, you're very kind. Thank you so much.
It's the
That's
truth.
important. And I hope that my poor English, it's
your
it's
English
okay.
is
They
very
can
good.
understand what I.
Stop.
Very good.
Your
Yeah,
English is
gotcha.
better than my Italian.
Okay.
But anyway,
That's not true.
well, yeah, we hope to come back soon, and we will send you. Of course, we will send you a link when the podcast is
Of course,
live,
grazie.
so that you can,
You
so
can
that
share it.
so that Lucia can share it on your
Sì, sì,
social
sì,
media,
of course.
and hopefully get the word out to people from the UK.
I hope so. We worked a lot with the UK before Brexit.
Yeah.
A lot.
Good.
Our first market is Germany.
Yeah.
But then the second one was British market.
Yeah.
Then with the Brexit something changed.
Of course.
And so now we work with Belgium, Dutch, German, Italian, of course. English it's okay, but it was more in the past, and I hope that they come.
We'll come
they
back.
eh?
We'll come back. Don't worry. Thank you, Orlando,
Grazie.
very
Thank
Thank
much.
you so
Grazie.
much.
Grazie. Thank you.
Okay.